Here's a little piece of wire that I saved in the last electrical project, and I can take that before I cut the rest of this out, and I can run it in that way, and I see that I'm hitting the stud, and I put my finger in there, and it's right over to there. That's why you got to have this hole big enough, and then hook that like that. Once you get it, you can put your finger about where it's at. Oops. Your finger about where it's at, and you can hold it out here knowing that's right where your stud is. Okay, now this other side, it should be a ways.
It seems like it is.
And it is. Okay, I'm gonna hold it there. And I'm gonna measure that. And I'm sure that's right where it is, 10 inches over from there. And see, that's 5 inches, so I know, and the cabinet side is 3/4 of an inch. That's 5 3/4. So I know on this side, I've got a little more. 5 3/4, plus I got that 1x3 there to deal with, and then I've got the 2x4 stud in the wall. So see, if I poke it right next to the 1x3 on the right hand, the right hand 1x3, right to the left of that in the sheetrock, I think I'll just barely be able to squeeze it in. Worst case scenario, I'd have to chip a little bit of that out, drill a hole through there, notch it, whatever. Okay. All right. Now I can cut my hole.
That's it.
When I cut holes like that, this house is over 50 years old. Lots of times sheetrock gets kind of brittle. So I don't like just digging my saw in case I break off an edge or something. I'll come in at an angle and then just clean it up or whatever. Okay, so just kind of be aware of that when you're working in an older home. Now, before I run the wiring and stuff, I'm just going to put my box in because if it doesn't fit exactly, I can trim it off right now, can't I? Let's see, it's hitting just hair. Now, if I would have put my wire in there and push it back in and it's hitting, now I got to pull it apart. So it's just easier to do it now. And I don't like to go over too much on the first time. I'd rather trim some out and get my hole too big, because these tabs are only about 3/16 tall on the top and bottom. You cut this hole too big, you're hardly going to have anything holding it. You know what I mean? And then these tabs can fold over. Okay, so I'm gonna trim off a little more. So with my saw, check it again. And there it is. Okay, that fits nice. Now I can cut my sheetrock down underneath this cabinet. Whew. That's my next step, right down through there. And I can do it straight across, or I can do it just a hair high, because I'm going up at an angle there, see? Or I can just go straight in the conduit. The Romex is going to go up that way, however I want.
Take that box out of there.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do now.